And in real time, there's another one, guys. Boy, weird. I mean, like, dead center, right where the other guy was. Look at that. And that's exactly what the other guy was doing. Isn't it weird how everybody and their mother stops right there to arbitrarily check stuff? Okay, in real time. I don't even know if the other video is done loading yet. Isn't it weird how everybody, every day, like 20 times a day, and I don't get all of them, because you got to do something, but look at that. I just took my dog for a walk in the same spot, and then I turned around and went back to make that video, and as soon as I was walking back, the previous vehicle pulled up. And now that video is loading, this guy pulled up. Back to back. That's the feds, okay? Whether that's a military intelligence agency or a federal intelligence agency, you know, they're different. You know what I mean? One civilian, one military. It doesn't matter. That's what they do. Oh, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Okay, so anybody that goes, oh, they're not doing anything. You're right. They're not. They park right by you and they do that. Let me stare at this. Let me stare at $150,000 of truck and fifth wheel and make sure everything's okay. See, remember what I was saying about, oh, my door's broke? Look at that. Oh, let me open it and check it. Yep. Well, let me set oh, I got a table out. See, they're gonna have a barbecue. And you know what the people on the other side of me are doing right now? The same thing. They had their friends come over and they're doing that exact same thing. And they're facing the sun. So you've got a guy stopped on the side of the highway setting up a table and chairs, and the dipshit over here with the white Jeep that has to come outside and do laps back and forth between the back end of his Jeep and the front end of his fucking RV every time I go and let my dog walk around in an otherwise empty field right over there. This happens. This is all day. I don't need to go anywhere. This same type of shit will follow you into a store. I've got that on camera for 67 months today, guys. All the way in New Mexico, all the way in Maine, especially in New Mexico, which I don't get. But 2 RVs did this to us back to back, and just to prove a point, I drove around in a circle and they followed me back in. Okay? See? Oh, I gotta open stuff up and close it, but right here on the side of the highway. The truck stops are 2 miles back. Okay? So everywhere you would have stopped and checked. Oh, no, we can bypass that and then stop in the middle of nowhere. See? Non-stop traffic. Side of the 95 is going to be traffic, but that every day, several people every day. That I gotta stop right here and pretend to check stuff. Notice how everything's spotlessly clean, but we're in the middle of the desert. See, I got it. This is the get fiddle, okay? Which is also gang stalking, and I'm not a gang member. I'm not a dealer. I'm not a manufacturer. None of those things, but these people, this is what watch listing is. You're a terrorist, so they can just throw shit at the wall and follow you around like this across the country, guys. From here to Madowska, Maine. Look, oh, I'm gonna sit down, and we're gonna sit down right here. Okay, look how much more highway there is to go. Okay, about 1.5 miles that way is the last intersection in town. They're gonna stop right here by us. Okay. Look, table and chairs. Then the guy to my left that's camped out by us, you know, about 75 yards away, they're doing the exact same thing. You understand? That's watch listing. That's gang stalking. That's corporate targeting. That's illegal as fuck. That means they're GPS, satellite tracking your every move, but you have no criminal record. So that means they're just trying to harass you into throwing yourself into jail by having shit like this hover around you. Linger, like they say. 67 months today, guys. Look at that. On the side of Highway 95, 2 miles outside of town, but not in the camping area. Okay? And the guy on the other side of me is doing the exact same thing with 2 of his friends. Okay? Is that what you do? And you know where else I've had this happen? Cayenta, Arizona, up on the Utah border. 3 years ago, I pulled over, and before I could get out of my truck, some 90-year-old man jumped out of the truck and trailer like that had stopped, I swear to God, 12 inches behind us at best. And before I can get out, this 90-year-old man hunched over, looks like the guy from Family Guy, looks like the old man from Family Guy, Herbert the pervert, jumps out and starts taking a picture of the clear blue sky. Okay? So we're just going to set up table and chairs right near you. I don't know any of these people. See? Oh, there's the hand move. They all talk with their hands. They're all Italiano, eh? Magabagoo. See that? Everywhere in the country, guys, from here to Maine, I want you to understand that. We're on the border of California and Arizona right now, on the Arizona side. This follows me all the way to Madowska, Maine, where I've never been before, into the woods, bro. Outside of the last small town of like a couple hundred people, onto an, I'll say, county-maintained dirt road, not sand like this, like kind of mud. 2 cars wide into the woods alongside a small river walk. And these people right here will be 15 minutes behind you, or it'll be a spotlessly clean work truck with a rack. You understand? Look, I'm going to set up I have a 5th wheel, so I have everything I need inside. I'm going to pull over randomly, in air quotes, on the side of the road and have a table and chairs, sit down. There's a full fucking living room in there, guys. You see what I'm saying? None of it makes sense. There you go. That's felony harassment. That's been following a disabled person around the country, but the state of Arizona also, from 2019 on camera to 2020, when I came back in 21 and I lived here, when I came back in 22 and I lived here, 23, 24, and now we're in 25. Okay, so all of Doug Ducey's term, and now we're into a governor who's supposed to specialize in things related to this, and they're allowing the harassment to continue. They can't find your parentally kidnapped child who was legally yours in that state until they were about 5 years old, but they can do this to a disabled person. Someone who's not well, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, somebody who's not well and is trying to tough it out on their own. These people follow you and harass you and let their dogs unleashed around your service animal, trying to get it to bite their dog so they can sue you, okay? Why else would they be parked right there? And you know what? I've gone all the way up to the Nellis Dunes, and some guy has done that right there, minus the 5th wheel, and let 2 giant, not dog-friendly pit bulls out right at 7 in the morning, 20 yards from my gate, when there's a 900-acre facility. Now, the pit bulls are friendly to people, but not to other dogs. As soon as they saw my dog, they started barking. And that guy called the cops and had my trailer searched. Just like these people out here in Quartzsite will haul ass through your fucking campsite like they're 16 years old, but they're in their 60s, and then call the cops on you because you told them to get the fuck out of your campsite, and they'll tell the cops, oh, he's got guns and explosives, because you're beating the shit out of your doors with your bat and your fists, because these dumb motherfuckers won't leave you alone. Middle finger to you. See? 67 months of this, Katie Hobbs. ADA and FHA is supposed to protect you from this. This happens whether I live in a really nice gated, coded CCTV apartment complex, or whether I'm out here on an 11,000 or a 2 million acre facility in Arizona or New Mexico or anywhere else in the country. Montana. 20 miles outside of a town in Montana. Shit like that. And it's all on YouTube on 2 different channels. 5,000 miles of proof in this one.